doing great with the dodgers. Thank you, Ikagawa. I was doing great until I wasn't. But we tried, chat. We absolutely tried. You did like 9 straight perfect dodges. And actually, I actually am quite bummed that that didn't work. Because it was so close. It was so close. Ooh, let's definitely get that shrine. And then, of course, my horse is probably somewhere well out of earshot, living their best life. Oh, dear. With better weapons, you could easily do 100%. We would. Well, I'll definitely take it back on when I have better weapons, or I don't really even. Well, no, I need better armor. I hate fighting the groups of enemies. I could definitely. Oh. Are you gonna let me throw this, or is it gonna not catch fire? Oh no, it'll catch fire. Okay, great. Watch the whole world burn. Yeah. Imagine if you could glide in Elden Ring. You would just break the whole game. I'm sure it's like, no. We did not intend for you to be able to do this. I have fusing horns to the weapons. I thought I was fighting with some fused weapons, but maybe I wasn't. We can go, well, I mean, I'm not, like I said, we could go back to it. I think if I just had better weapons, there's something, it's one thing to watch a fight that's a struggle, but in my mind, and I don't know, you guys can let me know. It's the same thing with Elden Ring. I don't think it's fun to watch a fight that's a struggle when you're like barely doing damage. It should be a struggle because like having to time the dodges is tough. Or having to time the dodges are tough. But then a launching device. Okay, but then struggling with the dodges and the da-da-da-da, it's annoying. Half Dan, thank you for the lurker. Hi, you're lovely. Shrines are amazing in this game. A lot of fun to figure out. I'm of two minds about it. Some of them are very fun to figure out. Others, infuriating. I don't want to say the puzzle just in case people haven't done it yet. Okay. But it was not... Well, what does this do? Like a nice little firework. There's one thing about not being overtly obvious, and then it's a whole other thing to be like, okay, I just don't even know, like, that was not even remotely clear how to do that. And whilst I'm whinging, it has at least only happened one time where that's been the case. That's good fun. See, this one should be nice and fun, surely. Ellie, yo, welcome in. A friend that is a huge Soulsborne fan, he texted me the other day, Ultra Hand is to this game what the horse was to Elden Ring. I didn't have the heart to tell him I've never played a Souls game. Oh no. Your friend was probably so excited, like, whoa. I don't know. Well, I guess other Souls fans in here, would you agree with that statement? I guess I could see what they mean in the sense that, like, having a horse in a Souls game was totally not something that you thought was even possible, and now it's completely opened up how you are able to explore things? Question mark, question mark? Because I will say, that's actually pretty fair. The Ultra Hand has totally opened up the world in ways that you just couldn't even consider before. Like this! Who would have thought? Not me. This rock flew like a Korok. Don't even say that. None have been worse than the ball bridge puzzle in Star Wars, though. The ball bridge puzzle. The ball bridge puzzle. Kratos, yo. Welcome in. How's it going, Kratos? Sunstreak, yo. Java, steal a rock and attach it to your shield. That's actually a great idea. Wait, the ball bridge puzzle. Why am I not remembering this puzzle? And I must have been so mad. I must have been so mad. And yet, I have just obliterated it from my mind. No, we can't have conversation about, whatchamacallit. Lucy will have a conniption. Where is the chest in here? It's up there. Who wants to think? Will it let me just descend up there? What are we thinking, guys? Of course it won't. Of course it won't, because it's too tall. Can I stack these? You spend an hour trying to figure out how to make a car that can climb walls unveiled. I think it's weird. So I was not a streamer when Breath of the Wild came out. I was not a streamer when Breath of the Wild came out. But I knew it was one of my favorite games. I absolutely adore it. And so when Tears of the Kingdom came out, I was like, okay, of course I'm going to stream it. Of course. But then on the other hand, what a waste. I was kind of nervous to stream it because one of the things that's really great about the series is just digging about and figuring things out, you know? Well, this is terrible. That was a terrible, horrible idea. Eddie, thank you so much for the hydrate. Took you a while. Which one was it though, CM? Question for you is it okay with you to call me gorgeous? Because I know some Twitch users don't like it. The short answer is I don't know. But I wouldn't, I wouldn't like ban. It kind of depends. It's probably not my favorite, I'll say. But I'm not, yeah. Yeah. I'm at a loss for words. Send me to the moon! Oh no! I did it too well. A little too good. Well, we probably could have done the same thing up there, but oh well. Dicking around is the game. That's true. That's very true. You had to move balls and bridges and put the balls in the right place. There was an elevator involved. Do you remember what the world looked like? What place in the world was I? It all, to be fair, oh, I've got a lot of these. It was all miserable. It was not my favorite. That's a shame though, huh? Fallen Order, right? Yeah. Oh, it's okay, Kratos, don't worry. I'm like pretty chill. I don't like people call me, pet names unless it's my bestie. Yeah, it's kind of like the thing, like, I'm not going to be like, hard no, don't. And then there are some people that come in, because I know I think it's not my favorite thing to be called pet names, but I think it's also like the intention with which someone's saying that. And then also there are certain ones that just don't sit right. Like there get to be some people that come in with who are a little parched. In which case I'm like, okay, let's cool it. Tabantha region cool it, huh? It's probably best if not, I'm gonna say. Hylian pinecone mishap. What kind of mishap did you have with a Hylian pinecone?
Oh. Ah.
Oh, that's right, the paper.
Ah. Oh.
Okay. Pinecone?
Ah.
Explosive increase in the pine cones. They're oily on the inside and burn really well. Too well. I tossed one into the fire for kindling, and the force with which it burned whipped up a whirlwind,
Ah.
in which turn sent all of the freshly printed newspapers flying far, far away.
Oh.
If you find a Hylian pine cone of your own, whatever you do, don't throw it in a fire. Okay, so they've basically taught me how to create updrafts, I think. But to me, it sounds like that's a way to build a very powerful updraft, but I could be wrong. They don't tend to stay long. Yeah, exactly. Because I've got a fantastic mod team who I absolutely adore. And so you know what? That's probably a great question. You know, I don't have to think about that stuff because the mods sweep away anything that's unsavory, shall we say. Flared bases, people. And that's all we have to say on that, all right? The Dick Waker. Good pine cone. But this is the thing now, I desperately want to throw it into the fire right by him, which I know is horrible. I think this is meant to be like pine cone collecting area. Yeah, okay, and I've got a couple of my own, I think, that I've caught before here. Are they oily on the outside too? They couldn't be. No, I don't think they are. Otherwise they wouldn't catch fire. If I'm thinking about this correctly, question mark, question mark. Tracy, our editor here, is getting ready for our big Princess Zelda investigation. You'll hear about the newspaper, right? Then you can talk to me too. I'm next in charge. Oh, wait a minute. It's you. I gotta say, you did a good job getting out here to find us. It's quite a hike from Lookout Landing when you haven't got wings. But here you are. Was it easy to find the place?
Ah.
Some folks passed by without a second look. After all, it was a stable until Tracy cheated the previous owner out of it. Not terrible landlords again. But you don't miss a thing, do you? Not bad at all. I assume you came for the job. You want to work for the newspaper, right? I'll vouch for you with Tracy.
Ah.
Just picture it. Traveling the world as a reporter, shining light on the truth. We'll be partners out there. Hey, quiet. Don't you listen, Pen? I told you I was busy, but you keep bothering me. And another thing, I bought this place from the owner after we came to a fair. Mutually beneficial agreement. She's here like, hey, I'm not practicing any shady business deals, all right? This was all, we all left this happy. Could you stop telling people I cheated him out of it? I'm so sorry, Tracy. But there's a new applicant for a reporter job. I wanted you to know. New applicant? I'm not applying. Hang on. You look like... Link. Hey, sorry, Pen. Could you give me a hand with the guy's name? You could just ask me, but okay. That's the thing, Sunstreak. Yeah, totally. It's a shame. It's true. All right, how about you give me the whole story, Link? I'm the editor of the Lucky Clover Gazette here, if you couldn't tell, so don't worry. I know everyone involved with this story... I know everyone involved with the story. Pura asked us to keep digging into what's happened to Princess Zelda. Now, tell me everything. What exactly brought you here? Yes. Thank you for the alert, Blue Ranger. Interesting. So that's why she's asked you to investigate places seriously impacted by the upheaval. Well, coming here was a great call. What I mean is, we're getting tips from all over Hyrule. So many, in fact, that it's been hard to keep up. And among those tips, we've been hearing about someone who looks like the princess, appearing in all sorts of places. This is very much giving Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Sunshine, when you have Shadow Mario going around painting stuff. I was about to sign Pen to chase those leads, but he could use a partner. I won't tell Pen who you are. It's better if no one knows you're involved. What do you say? Think you could work with him as we investigate? Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do this for free. Though that'd be nice. I'm sure it would be nice, Tracy, but I have to pay rent. Wait just a sec. I'm going to get you a little incentive from the back. Clothes? Maybe. Clothes. Whoa! Very cool clothes. Kind of. Froggy armor. I like the top. With that on, it's easy to cling to wet surfaces. No slipping. That is awesome. You work with Pen to chase down all these new stories, then I'll give you this armor. Oh, bullshit. I'm actually really disappointed. I mean, that's my offer. Okay, okay. Well, fine. It was nice whilst it lasted. This guy's your partner. Yes. Visit every stable for leads. Pen, you'll head this all up. Stables bring in people and people bring in details, and details are what we need now. Sorry, what we need now. Get me some news. Newspapers, not like that. Is it not like that? Not that you have any experience of the sort when it comes to newspapers. Link doesn't talk, but people just assume, yeah, what they want to hear. It's interesting. I was watching, I so often go down, hang on, do I need to talk to you anymore? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Oh, he gone. I watch so many YouTube, like, documentary type things. I find it all fascinating. And we were watching one yesterday about Link's voice actors. But of course, it's unusual because, well, Link doesn't say anything, and yet he does say stuff. And the voice actor for Breath of the Wild and this one, I think he was only ever doing like some background gigs. It's not like a well-known talent, you know? How cool is that? You work as background voice animation, and then your next gig, you're playing Link, which has to be cool to say, but then again, you're not really saying anything. So, I don't know how it would help with like a resume. I don't know. No. Talk to this person. Talk. Let me guess, you have business in Rito Village as well. Well, sorry to disappoint you, but the bridge is down. There's no way across. Since the newspaper ran an article about the Rito food shortage, supply shipments have started to arrive, which is great. But with no bridge, there's no way to transport the goods into Rito. I'm at wit's end here. But it's cold, especially now that the sun's gone down. I might have to throw on another Hylian pinecone. Those things burn hot. Last time I stoked the fire with one, it caused a gust of wind that made my bangs all frizzy. Recently, that guy, Gali, tossed one into the fire. Oh, next to some newspapers. The papers got caught up in the gust and they flew all the way to Rito Village. That's no way to treat the written word. Okay. Bridge is very obviously closed. I don't see how I could build something that would be long enough. I mean, I guess I could cut down a bunch of trees and make a long tree thing. But before I do that, we could just try throwing a pine cone and seeing if the updraft is good enough to help us. Poor thing, she's gonna explode. Pine cone? This has to be how they want you to do it. They've talked about it so much. Okay, cool. The Magister. Oh, God. Why would you redeem talk Cockney for Julius Caesar Act 3 Scene 2 Brutus's funeral speech? I hate doing the Cockney accent. You guys are so mean. Yeah, you are, love. Be patient till the last. Romans, countrymen, and lovers. Hear me for my cause, and be silent that you may hear. Believe me for mine honour, and have respect for mine honour that you may believe. Censure me in your wisdom, and await your senses that you may well be the better judge. What, like, beyond by window breaks, or whatever the fuck it is? Well, who started the Shakespeare trend? How did this all come to be? Much love, chat. Gotta bounce the day, Trav. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope your day gets better. You absolute lovely. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your wares. Now, what's all this then? Oh. Those have to be holes. Surely.
Yeah.
Am I gonna die in here? No. I don't have enough of these though. I really shouldn't waste them like this. Definitely shouldn't waste them. Listen to the music. So pretty. I loved the Rito village theme in Breath of the Wild. And this is a very appropriately somber version of that theme. It's kind of chilling, honestly. JB's asked Magic 8 Ball, should JB take a break from playing Tears of the Kingdom to play more Survivor? Let's see. Yes, definitely. Okay, there's your answer. Yes, definitely. And thank you for the follows, everyone. Massive welcome in, lovely, lovely new people. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate. We made water, baby! Even though we probably shouldn't have. Thank you for the follows as well, guys. For anyone that's... Well, for everyone, period. If you are lurking and you feel like talking, but you don't know what to say, you can just say hi. But if you don't want to talk and you want to lurk, that is totally fine. And the only reason I say that is, like, I'll never forget when I first started streaming, a lovely community member was like, I've always wanted to talk in stream, but I don't have anything funny or interesting to say. So I never feel like I have anything that I could jump in chat and say. And I was like, that's absolutely not how that works. You don't need to think of something funny or interesting to say. Younger Sumo, welcome in. Had to follow due to some dope TikToks. Yo! Younger Sumo, thank you for popping in and following from TikTok. I swear TikTok doesn't show my content to anyone. So the fact that you've not only managed to find my content on TikTok and then want to come over here makes me I'm buzzing. That makes me so happy. So thank you so much. Look how sad. Wow, this is so well done. It's so well done. I kind of feel like another heart container. Yeah. And then we'll do stamina next, I think. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off, Cassius. Come on. I've only given you 2 Shakespeare scenes so far. I'm glad you give them... I think the Cockney is better than the American for the Shakespeare. Otherwise, I think my American accent's better than my Cockney one. It's all terrible though, isn't it? Aww. How are things going, mister? Do you not remember me? We're about to practice our song. It's called the Song of Stormwind Arc. We're all going to sing it together to save our village from the upheaval. Are you going to listen to our song? Of course. I'm going to start crying. The heavens grew lifeless, just as the air below thinned. Sorry, I forgot that I should read it. With the world in upheaval, we pledged to help the Lord. A line of ships soaring, built as a passage skyward. The god ascended to heaven, leaving behind an ark. Its winds brought us new life, thanks to its great divine spark. You know, the song is about the ark that saved Rito Village a long, long time ago. Something bad happened then, just like it's happening now. Hey, that Stormwind arc. Is it really real? I'd be so happy if it was. It definitely is. Papa told me it's always watching over us, high in the sky. We could sure use its help with this awful blizzard. Most adults aren't around anymore because of the weird weather. Why would you abandon the children? Well, if we don't have the ark and we don't have adults, it's up to us kids to take care of the village. Practice is over today. Jenny, you're in charge of food. And Molly, we'll need you to make arrows. We've all got jobs to do, so let's do them. I'm about to cry. It's so sad. It's so sad. Video stops. Hola. That's never stopped me from chatting. You have lovely things to say, JB. Don't be silly. The editing in the TikToks has been top tier. That's the most recent one's all LB. And LB we trust. It ain't me. Except for the one where I'm thirsting over Luke. Not Luke. Cal. That one was me. I tell self-deprecating joke in chat, but I'm not very good at them. We love it. How well done was that? Badumts. I did it again. The beds are too soft and inviting. A customer who's sleeping. I wasn't sleeping, not me. Welcome to Swallow's Roost Inn. We don't have any other guests at the moment, so rest easy and rest well. I don't want to sleep. Did you always have to pay to use beds? They're not chipmunks, they're birds. They're little birds. It makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. Do you have clothes in here? No. No. And we definitely want to do the shrine, of course. Yeah, I can easily climb. Oh, here we go. Clothes here. It's the same outfit. 500 rupees. Holy shit. Well, hopefully I don't need it. I'm kind of surprised that it's the same outfit from Breath of the Wild. Mainly because they've done all they can to show the arm still. And the arm is totally covered up in that. Oh, this sad version of the Rito Village music is amazing. I don't know if anyone else is like this. I have to fall asleep listening to some kind of sound. That is for sure going on the sleep playlist. The one with the pink hair looks like she could fly. They all can fly. They're birds. What do you mean? Fade, welcome in. You only need 2 cold weather armors, I think. Okay. I've got 1. So we just need... And I'm not that far from earning 500. Welcome in. Pinecones plus fire plus air destination. I feel like the game is leading somewhere. But where? I know, it's very hard to piece all the pieces of the puzzle together. Hang on, what was this one called? I didn't look. Ride the winds. Alright. It's gonna be an absolute chin scratcher, this one. I think that's how that was meant to be done, but okay. Okay. Did I miss something? No, I don't think so. $500 dues! Wait, Gatsby, do you watch Basic Wit Girl? That was a very basicism. Oh, I see. Shit. Smash? Oh! Whoa. Interesting. Where do I need to go? Okay. Wah. Finally, a chest that I can get in one of these things. Sweet guys, thank you so much for the lurker. Hi, sweet at. What can I drop? Oh, that. Yes, definitely drop that. No, 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 no. All right, looks like I just need to go that way. Yes, yes. No. Cancel. This shrine is entirely meant to teach you how to control using the glider. Okay, well, that's a shame. That actually worked out shockingly well. I'm not mad at that. That was pretty good. Yo! Capital G with the raid. Capital G raiders, welcome in. How was your stream? I did not realize that you streamed. So guys, please do as I do. Give the lovely Capital G a follow. Very, very much a part of the community, and I feel very guilty that I didn't know that you're a streamer. What were you streaming? If you're still here. And raiders, welcome in. I'm itsjavachip. We are making our way through Tears of the Kingdom. This is going to be pretty... I reckon this is... Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I would love to do this as a close to 100% run. So whilst I am doing some main mission stuff today, I'm not trying to rush through the game at all. At all. Oh, the dive. That was great, Fade. I should have remembered to use the dive. I obviously didn't. Some people sedate themselves with noise. What? Yo, there you are, Capital G. How was your stream? What did you get up to? What are you playing? How was it? Oh my gosh, you're totally fine. You're probably stuck behind an advert. I keep on forgetting that raids will, I feel like raids almost always put you behind some sort of advert at first, which is just not a good experience. Not a good experience at all. And I'm already here running off my mouth a mile a minute. Ah. I know I've said it like 6 ways to Sunday, but it just makes me want to cry. Hey, G-Raid! Ohana, welcome in. Playing Tears of the Kingdom, only my second stream ever on the Nintendo Switch. Trying to figure out OBS, gonna lurk so I don't get spoiled. Please, please, please go ahead and lurk immediately. Guys, if you've not yet followed Capital G, please do. The name's right there. Click it, it would mean the absolute world to me. Late because I was lurking. I appreciate you coming in on the raid. You're so sweet. All the raiders, welcome in. And thank you for the follows, by the way, everyone. Okay. Cooking pot, yes. Torch, pot lid, ladle. Cute. Gosh, it's so well done. It's so well done. Perfectly sad and eerie. It like captures the whole feeling phenomenally well. And it seems the children said there are no adults here. Which again feels incredibly shocking, but expensive armor set here. Yo, Eden, welcome in. Eden Valhalla. I know. I was like, let me rush to make it to the village first, so that I can get. I knew that they sold a piece of armor, but it's going for a pretty penny. We luckily do have snow pants on, so we have some snow protection, but as I'm sure we are all able to connect the dots, we will need to be able to withstand much colder weather. Derek, welcome in. Ooh, no spoilers, but how is it? How about this one? You need something, mister? Because I'm actually kind of busy. My papa told me that you can use ice fruit to freeze monsters solid, which gave me an amazing idea for an invention. My problem is I can't go out to pick fruit right now with the blizzard and all. I probably have enough of the fruit that she needs. Yep, you need ice fruit. Molly the Fletcher's quest. Molly's making the arrows, bless. Yes, I've got all that you need. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes it is. Oh. Take the ice fruit. Because it's what you asked for, right? Like, you should just give the ice fruit. Cute. Yes, you can. It's crazy how much you're able to do in this game. Like, yeah, you can make whatever type of arrow you want because you can just attach it all. It's like, wow, wrapping my head around it is a lot. He is tricky, but not too hard. You love the design. Okay, I am very excited. I'm very, very excited to see for myself. And again... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can I put it back down? I feel awful. I did it like out of just like knee jerk. And then I realized... I'm gonna cry. What the hell was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. It's frankly not important. Clearly, because the most important thing is how fucking terrible I feel doing that. Java just thieving left and right. I know, it was such a knee-jerk reaction. I saw this sparkle, and I just had to. And now I'm just a monster. Stealing from abandoned children. To be fair, this may be her parents here. And thank you for the follows, everyone, by the way. Massive welcome in, lovely people.
At all. You know I can handle it.
Okay, new character.
Checking out that huge cloud wouldn't be hard. I could even do it alone. If we don't do anything, the village... Huh?
It's so nice seeing characters that we're familiar with.
Is that you?
Oh, maybe this isn't a new character. The kid.
It is you! Link!
Tulin, young Rito warrior. I don't remember Tulin. How cute. How well done that they've managed to make it look like it's smiling. Link, they told me you were missing. It's good to see you doing well. I want to hear Teba's voice acting. I feel like Teba had a really good voice actor. Teba, new Rito elder. Okay. It's very nice to see you again. Do you remember my son, Tulin? Obviously not. He's grown taller, though perhaps not yet grown up. Well, maybe I would if you didn't treat me like a hatchling all the time. As long as you still think you can take on my world. As long as you still think you can take on the world by yourself, you'll always be my little chick. Why am I struggling so hard to read in this game? What, you think I can't? I'm already fully fledged, you know. You can charge... You'll change your tune when I ace today's scouting trip. You all can keep wasting your time treating the song of the Stormwind arc, but it's like real, but not me. Yo, Mike! With the tier 1, 17 months. Just heading off to bed. Have a great stream. You're an angel. Sleep well, sleep well, Mike. Mike is such a legend, guys. I absolutely adore him. Unbelievable. Tulin wants me to let him go find what's causing the blizzard, and he's having trouble hearing no. It's an old folk song here in Rito Village. Long, long ago, when we faced a different sort of upheaval, the village was saved thanks to a great flying ship. Also claims the song that's been passed down through generations. It's a song for children, mind you. Few adults still parrot it as if it were true. Still, every now and then you'll get reports amongst the Rito of a flying ship. Combine that with the blizzard caused by this upheaval and it seems less far-fetched. Even if the Song of the Stormwind Arc is just a child's rhyme, I suspect that there is something lurking high in the sky. I think that's a fair assumption. But the air is so turbulent now that no Rito can fly close enough to look into it. This is why I say we need to make careful preparations to find the truth. But Tulin, he thinks we cling to that song out of cowardice. But these are Rito matters. You came for some purpose, yes? What? This is terrible news. So then, not even Hyrule Castle is safe. If Princess Zelda's disappearance and the strange phenomena around the world are related somehow, Rito would ordinarily love to contribute to your search, but this abnormal blizzard shows no sign of stopping, and food has grown scarce. Everyone I could spare is already out researching the blizzard or scavenging for food. My husband hasn't even been able to leave the village much since becoming the village elder. I wish there was something I could do. But maybe how cool is the lightning, huh? But maybe I'm not the one you want. Maybe I'm not the one you want. You should try asking Hearth. My friend Hearth has many sources of information, so he might already have a lead about Princess Zelda. You see the two bonfires out that way? Yes. Go there. Okay. Cool stuff. Yeah, what a gaffer, huh? Toolin's been added to the profile. Cool. Locke, welcome in. Evening Java chat finally had to put a shout on link. It's not by choice, let me tell ya. And it's coming right off when I don't need it. But to be fair, this is actually just a climbing shirt. So I could take it off. Because I don't think it's providing any help with heat. No, it's not. So we'll carry on like this until we can no more. Now, where's a... I mean, can I make it that far? Definitely not. I'm in trouble. We have to fight the wild hut. We have to fight the wild hut. The wild hut. I'm in trouble. Damn it. I'm gonna die. Artemis, yo! How's it going? How have streams been? I noticed a lot of... I think you were streaming some Duck Duck Goose the other day? Question mark, question mark? Ah, thank God. Just as you take off the climbing shirt, I know. What are the... But we make it work, Red, alright? We are absolutely fearless, resilient... Truly the mightiest of men around. Just catching up on the Millennia VOD. This should be entertaining. Yes. I'm sorry. It was supposed to be up on YouTube today, but I was not home at all today. I was doing all apartment touring. Unsuccessful apartment touring. I hate fighting these things. They're so miserable. I need to find a better way to fight them because they're gonna bother me. You good? Yeah, a lot of goose. How are you liking the goose games? Link doesn't save the world because he gets pneumonia. He's perfectly fine. Look at him. Resilient, stalwart, not a shiver in sight. Okay, well. He was fine until someone came and ruined it. Bullshit, I hate these things. Stay on the ground, stay on the ground. Stay. Why is it... I'm sorry. Lodge owner. Okay, well... It's the first time I've noticed their faces. Was it always like that? No, bastard. Ooh, weird. Alright, well let's drop something. What do I want to drop? Potential mistake. Okay. If you are not yet subbed to the YouTube, it would mean the world to me if you could. And if you could catch up with streams on there. Ooh, I'm sorry, I just took everything. Assuming, obviously, that, like... I try and keep up to date with the uploads, but if something's not on there, then I completely understand wanting to watch the VOD on Twitch. Ow. Dude, I'm apartment touring now and it sucks. Artemis, I don't know whereabouts in the world or the I didn't mean to do that, or the US that you live, but it is disgusting in New York right now. I've never in my life seen something so terrible, and I promise I'm not exaggerating. It's awful. I would not wish it on my worst enemy. Perfect time. Yeah, perfect timing. Unfortunately, perfect timing. I have probably made a mistake, but let's stick with it. This is my new patented, no, actually, oh shit. This is gonna be a great design. Alright, alright. We just need another one of these. Timing as ever. It feels like real, like just continuously getting knocked down. I can't even enjoy my one little moment of enjoying Link shirtless. Jeez, look at this. Look, guys. Could this sign fit any more snugly here? No, it could not. Perfect. Not a gap in sight. So if this shit falls over, problems. Yes, yes, yes. Let go, let go. I'm proud of you. Thank you, Trav. Java the builder, yeah, exactly. New profession unlocked. Java is like the Chumbawamba. Java is like Chumbawamba. Oh, sorry. I'm like the band Chumbawamba. She gets knocked down, but she gets up again. Because ain't never going to keep me down. Yes, yes, yes. Give me something good. A red rupee. Biting meaty rice balls. Bomb flower. Great. You kind of get really shit rewards for doing each of these things, honestly. I hope that the collected reward for this is something so much better. I hope it's so worth it. That's probably the only potential gripe I have with the game, and it was the same in Breath of the Wild. It's nothing new, but there were times where you kind of go like, really, that's all I'm gonna get? All right, so there's this one here. Whom else is in the lodge? Interesting. No one. Oh, diary. Read the book about Stormwind Arc. Yeah, let's do it. We're not going to read the song because we've already done that. So one day the winds that ought to blow out the Rito village ceased, then the heavens grew stagnant and the earth fell to ruin. The villagers looked skyward for a solution. They saw a figure pierce through the unmoving grey clouds and descend swiftly towards them. Believing no ordinary being could fall from the heavens, the villagers called this figure a god. And the god stood atop a hill day after day, longing to return home to their island in the heavens. The villagers, forgetting their own troubles, tried to carry the god home on their proud wings. Yet who could say how far it might be, the place this god came from? Rito took flight in turn, each hoping to reach that place above the clouds. Alas, none had wings strong enough. Seeing this, the god told the leader of the village that returning to the heavens was possible if the Rito gathered materials. Their spirits high, the villagers set about doing so. The god nodded upon seeing the tall pile of materials. This, they understood, would be enough. The god poured a strange power into the pile and several small boats were assembled. Cautiously, the villagers boarded. The small vessels began floating up into the air. With the god leading them, the boats rose higher and higher, soon passing through the thick clouds. The vastness of the heavens took the villagers' breath away. Floating islands dotted a clear blue sky. The villagers rejoiced songfully and then, with reluctance, returned to earth. One day, winds of the village roared back to life. In shock, the villagers looked to the sky. Floating above them was an enormous ship that the god had sent in gratitude. Numerous oars on both sides began to move like wings, soundlessly churning the skies. Air blew across the Hebra once again. The skies cleared and blooming flowers rose from the ground. The god had given them the blessing of wind. This arc that saved the village from catastrophe came to be known as the Stormwind arc. So ends the story of the Stormwind arc that saved Rito long ago. I think I remember this guy. Let's talk to her. I'm drawing up a special menu for those out scavenging for food or in our investigation. Ingredients are hard to come by in this blizzard, but we'll be fine if we get a little creative with our cooking. With the right ingredients, a little food can go a long way. For example, a pinch of spicy pepper warms you up so you don't notice the cold as much. We do not have many of them here, but you are welcome to what's available. In tough situations like this, everyone needs to look out for each other and blah, blah, blah. First of all, shout out to the mods for timing me out when I mentioned Hollow Knight so I don't rant way too long. Truly my heroes, I'm sure. Uvax, yo. Thank you for the Lurker High. I also didn't even realize that the mods had timed you out for talking about Hollow Knight, which I think is actually just fucking fantastic. So funny. Oh, use a fire arrow. And I keep on forgetting that I can make fire arrows. It's like, no, I can just make all of this myself. But I keep on forgetting. Mixed oil extracted from plant seeds. It's a very versatile in cooking, can coax flavors from ingredients. I know I read the ingredients obviously for what's in it, but I don't actually fully understand what's in it. So we can cook. Can I not cook in here? Where is the map piece for this? No, like this, sorry, yeah. Ooh, I've got a lot of these. I probably didn't need to take as many. I feel kind of guilty now. Trav, yo. No free timeouts for you. Exactly, exactly. For free? In this economy? Ain't no way. I can only cook twice. I feel like if I cook anything more in front of her, she's gonna be like, why the fuck did you just take all that food? When I specifically told you we're in like a famine situation. Link, you're all right. Oh, this is Hearth. I worried after I heard that you'd gone missing. What happened? So you're looking for Princess Zelda. Sorry to tell you that I haven't heard anything about her. Our feathers are full dealing with a more immediate problem. Everyone from the village has left to scavenge for food or investigate the cause of the terrible blizzard. And all that has been hampered by sky monsters that seem to be everywhere. We're spread too thin to deal with them properly on top of everything else. Sorry, bud. I wish I could do more for you. Though now that I think of it, maybe Tulin can help. Oh, right. You weren't around for it. But little Tulin has developed a way with wings that puts the adults to shame. Even in this vicious weather, he patrols the skies and reports all kinds of useful information. His wind gust technique is something to see. None of the rest of us can pull it off. I bet I could have pulled it off. Even Stern Teba acknowledges that Tulin's skill is a cut above. Thank you for the hydrate. The kid does preen about it more than he should, but, well, it's worth asking him at least. Last I saw him, he was with Gisane and Lysa on a trip to find food. Okay. Why is Savage timed out? Find the bonfire at the mouth of the cave and you'll be on your way to find Tulin. Alright. We're asking about... Oh, because you finally finished the game. What do you think about it, Ellie? There's no way they actually timed out Lucy for that. I call bullshit. Maybe I shouldn't, but I feel like I call bullshit on that. He deserved it. Well, then, that's good enough answer for me. What I would really like to do is find the map tower for this place. So oh. What is with me? It doesn't matter. I just found the map tower. Fantastic. I don't even need to be worried. You're being silenced. You probably said something bloody rude. Well, before we go to the mouth of the cave nonsense, I really want to get the map. So let's do that first. Java used her magic to call the map tower yet into being. I don't know if I'm just being so unobservant and I should have realized that the map tower was here, or if like I subconsciously had known it was there and then called it out. Or I'll say this much. I don't know if anyone else thinks this way, but let's pretend that you have like a finite amount of good luck in the world, and maybe it's like, oh, you were looking for the map tower, let me like good luck spawn it for you. And if that were the case, then I would be like, can you save the good luck for something else? I'm okay to like schlep around a bit to find a map tower. You know what I mean? Does that make sense or not? Because it makes sense to me. And oh, it's a spotlight. Where are the stairs? Where are the stairs? They are over there. You really trust that your mods wouldn't time me out for free? Well, it wouldn't be for free because you'd have to be doing something naughty. In which case you paid for it one way or another. Yeah, the universe is like, no, have the map tower. And I'm like, guys, no, it's honestly fine. Really, we can save it. Something else should come along. I've put the chew jelly on my shield for a reason, to serve a purpose. But looking at it, it's like kind of annoying having it on the shield just from like a visual standpoint. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but... Rollo, yo, does Lucy need another timeout? I mean, right now, no. But Lucy will probably do something to warrant a timeout. How high? And also, like, can I freeze up here? I've just realized. No, you can't, which is nice. But then it sort of does beg the whole, like, I can go shooting up into the sky to get the map, okay, but then I can't. Well, maybe it's like, I can just do it for a short amount of time. I don't know. Surface map updated. Good stuff. Sky map updated. Okay. Very, very good to see. Now, where do I want to land? Honestly, I want to try and see if I can get to the shrine. Let's get as close to that shrine as possible. Which frankly doesn't seem that far. Let's do like this. I've not done this one already, have I? No, good, okay. Ellie, have a fantastic night's sleep. The pulsating tumor, yeah, is a little off-putting. It's a lot to look at. It's quite distracting, frankly. How you been, Rollo? What if I played Hollow Knight whilst Lucy can't even see? Like some kind of cruel, twisted fate. Little punishment or something. You're back. Has Java eaten? No, I have not yet. But I'll probably do tonight's stream, today's stream a bit shorter. And then tomorrow's stream, I'm going to have to go live at like 7 or 8 p.m. I think. I've got the stream scheduled to go live at 4 and I can't because I've got more viewing stuff. So I think like 8. I'll change it in the Discord and I'll announce it on Twitter and Instagram as well. Aid from above. Okay, so exclamation point socials if you would like to be in the know. But also, of course, if you have... Well, I say of course. But if you have Twitch notifications on, it should, in theory, just notify you when I'm live. But we all know how that goes. Let's push this. No, I'll have to use my ultra hand. Do I need to use an ultra hand right now for it? Not really. Oh, I can't move it. I can't move it? At all? No. Well, what's the point of it? Okay. Can I ascend this? Will it not let me ascend this? This one feels unsettling. I don't know why. Whenever Twitch notices decide, yeah, not to send themselves, of course. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. Can I move these? Yes. Why would I move them? Well, I wouldn't. But I may need to. Okay, so we know that those two things are there, and it's just to get a chest. So what part of this is the above? Good question. So far, seemingly none of it. I have terrible depth perception. But it will the above. It will be the above very shortly. How? Oh shit. I need to eat something. What should I eat? No, this stuff is too good. Let me eat just like raw tomatoes. Maybe a couple of these. Okay. Okay, there we go. Do the triple rotation spiral jump. Crouch. Okay. It all turns into Mario. Where's the help? Oh shit. Oh, I know. Please let this be it. Please let this be it. Okay. Now we're cooking. I guess this is the help from the above. It's just this one bit. No, sprint. Okay. That was a pretty easy one. Except I don't know how I was supposed to get the chest, and it's fine. We don't need the chest. Big old brain. Raw tomatoes is actually a bad idea. 5 tomatoes together can net you 10 hearts. Oh, the whole cooking thing. I know. I'm so terrible when it comes to getting cooking stuff right in Zelda. I just don't have the patience for it. I really probably should try and at least do some of it. But I feel like for the most part, I do a good enough of like collecting resources. I can just kind of like band-aid my way through things. We'll see. Yo, Luke, how are you doing, my guy? 10 hearts. Yes, an everyday plated lunch for me. Do you eat tomatoes for lunch? What are you streaming right now, guys? What are you streaming right now, Luke? Period. Guys, if you're not following Luke, please, please, please give Luke a follow. The vibes are unmatched. I also cannot actually describe what happens in a Luke stream. It defies any vocabulary that I have. It just needs to be experienced. Luke is also the person responsible, for those of you that heard it, for making the fantastic terrible in a very intentional way Indiana Jones theme. It was brilliant. He was almost like too talented at doing it. I was like, no, Luke, it needs to be terrible. Terrible. The worse it sounds, the better, because the least likely it is then to get copyright strike, which is what kept on happening. And it's glorious. I just need to finish implementing it, and that's on me. But it is phenomenally good. Okay. I don't want to carry on too much with the main mission. This I can delete, I think. Oh, no, I can't. What do I want to do? What do I want to... I think they are close to one another, the two memories. So maybe let's put like a this. Oh, it's back behind me. So let's try and get to a tall place. What is this? No hearts. Nothing forever and ever. I quit. Don't follow, okay? Oh. I'm sorry. Is this an... Luke? Well, I'll talk to Luke. But either way, you should follow anyway. You never know. I'll just bully Luke into push and go live again. It'll be... I'm just kidding. Don't bully people. I meant that sarcastically, alright? Don't take my word literally. I hate these ones. Where is it? What am I No. I'm not doing that. But I will put a little leaf. There we go. This way? Yes, but is there even... I can't see it. So does it exist? Up there, maybe? Yes. This. Where is the blue? This? No way. Yeah, that's the dark blue. Holy shit. Well, I can delete that and put it here now instead. Edit pin. Ah, like this. Great. Wow. Is there really not another one? That's where the... Okay. I could have sworn that there was supposed to be one around here though, right? Okay, well, that's not immediately clear to me. So let's not do that. You were getting copyright strikes. Yes. Or like copyright claimed. I lost any monetization on the videos because whomever owns the Indiana Jones theme took it. They stole it from us, guys. And I said, curse you. And it's such a good meme. I loved that people could redeem it. So I was like, I don't want to get rid of it, but we got to make it safe. No, I'm not doing that. Is it going to be too cold for me to explore soon? Probably. But let's see how far we can get. Yeah, this is virtually impossible right now. What is virtually impossible right now? Sunstreak, have a great night's sleep. This for sure. Drop. And let's get the hell out. Go. Who did that? Oh my god. Not like this. No! That was so sad. That was like the saddest way to go out. I hated that. I hated every minute of that. Mega Corporation stealing Java for 5-second audio clip. I know. All of the literal $2 that I made off of that video. Curse you. Longest tumble ever. It just kept going and going and going. No! Why are you spawning me back here? How is that fair? Let's not make the same mistake twice. Let's go this way. Java gets full damage in this game too. Yeah, oh my god, yeah. You get so much full damage. The ball spawning here to you felt like Elden Ring for a second. It frankly did. I got flashbacks. I was expecting Melania to pop out at any moment. Ugh, I hate that her name is that because I keep on mispronouncing it. Okay. I don't want to go do the main mission thing right now. What is like a fun something to explore? I want to like, I don't know. I want to explore like here. No, maybe not there. Maybe like here? Now, where was the red one? This is the red one. I think it's going to be too cold. What color did I put on? Blue? Blue. Alright, let's see how far the wind takes us, guys. KP with the cheek. You know what's so sad? I didn't even read it as cheek. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I do. Pigs have horns. Yeah, they all have horns now. All of them. Everything here is like 15 times more vicious than it was before. You thought everything was fair use under 10 seconds. To be fair, the Indiana Jones theme is not 10 seconds. It's, well, Luke would know. I think it's 16 to do the full thingy of it. Mercifully, Big Shaq has not yet claimed the videos for when we do Man's Not Hot. Lucy, have a fantastic night's sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out. You're lovely. I came here thinking that this would at least be a point of interest. But it doesn't seem it. Oh, I'm sure it is. Okay, well there's someone down here with a lamp. No, 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 no. Who? Oh my god. What an absolutely miserable sight. I go, great, there's some sort of semblance of life down here. Let's go check it out. It's just a bloody effing sign. Are you not entertained? Alright, we can't use our signature design here. We've got to be out of the box thinkers. What a horrible reward for coming all the way out here. Alright, let's grab another small one. Gosh, the creativity of certain people. Don't you just, you look at it and you go, how the hell do you think of that? Alright, then this. Okay, like this I think is pretty solid. How are most people designing these? If not like this, Don't be that way. Don't be that. Well, actually, this might slot in perfectly. Hang on. I have to say though, this is like a great mindless puzzle to do. Not the sort of thing I want to do on stream, if I'm being completely honest. But if you're just like, why is this picking up at such a weird angle? If you're just like out and about on your own, or like watching some telly, wanting to play some Zelda, this is a fun little activity. I'm not convinced that that's gonna work. We might be a little too out of the box with this one, guys. Ah! Actually, that's perfect. Kind of. I feel like that's brilliant. It's like sandwiched in there, right? Let's see. 0 for 3?
Ah!
No way! That barely moved. Someone get Link a backpack, boys. We're gonna be in so much pain. He's got the ultra hand. What do you mean he's gonna be in pain? I think this could still work. I think we just didn't... Like this, maybe? No, this is way worse than before. How did I do it? It's like that? Okay. Why does it pick up at an... Why does it pick up at an angle? Thread the needle. Yep, yep. What? I had this way higher than that. That actually might have worked to my benefit. Let's go like this and then this. Perfect. This is sandwiched in there. Look. Look. That's underneath that, but on top of that. That is on top of that, but underneath that. There's no way. There's no way this isn't going to work. I'm going to be distraught if this isn't it. Okay. We take those. He's like Anakin in the second movie. Oh, it's too early to talk about Anakin. I respect that people like this game, but as a jaded millennial, I disagree. What don't you like about it, Lifebane? Bar humbug. But also, it's a great thing to say. I've not yet said it. A great time to say, rather. I would hazard to guess that there are a handful of people who are here watching me build this. Even though it's not a game that you're that fond of. And it means the absolute world to me that you are here and hanging out with me for multiple reasons. One, I just think it's incredibly special that people would want to spend their time with me like that. And then two, I am not a full-time content creator. I'm working very hard and fast to be able to be a full-time content creator. And you guys just being here and hanging out, whether you're in chat or in chat or lurking makes a massive difference. Oh, nothing. And then lastly, I've just been having a really shit go of things in life for the entire month. Frankly, the whole year has not been going that great, if I'm being honest, which sounds so pessimistic and sad. And so it feels really nice to just be able to hang out with really lovely people who are here to, I don't know, be positive and be chill, and also just like support a dream that I have. I just think that that's incredibly special. So thank you. And if I seem out of sorts, I don't mean to. Full time, yeah. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm bummed out that some of the videos on YouTube haven't been doing as well as I feel like they should, you know. But then again, maybe room for improvement. Now, what do I want to do? What's the purpose of being here? What is the purpose of being here? Why would I want to be here? Maybe I don't want to be here. To be clear, I've struggled to enjoy a Legend of Zelda game since Wind Waker. I'm just here for Java and chat, which genuinely actually really melts my heart that that's even like a thing. But I find it interesting. What do you think it is about Zelda games starting from Wind Waker that you've just not been that drawn to? Calling me out here, Java. I would never advertently call you out, but that means so much to me. The fact that, like, as I was able to hazard to guess, that there are many people here who are maybe not fans of Zelda. Full-time Java, I'm trying. Like, I played Wind Waker demo on your GameCube disc and you instantly hated it. I would be curious to hear why you instantly hated it, because most of the people that I know who instantly hated it because they were expecting a game that was more akin to like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, and instead they got something that looked very different. Which is why I think Twilight Princess was sort of like, okay, we've got to right the ship. We took a little tumble, but we can get it back. Thanks, Gatsby. Yeah, it's going well. So hard on yourself. Oh, Savage, thank you. I'm notoriously... Well, I don't need to tell you that. You know far too well. I'm notoriously hard on myself. You played some with the Morph Mask pack, so Twilight Princess, when I was in... Oh, when you're in the ward. And that was a bit better, but after that it felt so different. One, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Two, yeah, I've seen a bunch of playthroughs of Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. I never played it. I played Twilight Princess when the remaster came out on the Wii U. And they do... I actually quite liked it. I prefer this sort of like moody... What's going on there? Oh, cool. It's close to where I'm trying to go. More moody, more kind of realistic look and feel. Oh, this is so annoying. It's like the kind of thing that you want to do on a horse, but you can't call the horse anyway. And even if you were to call the horse is not going to come. Let's go check out this massive ice block instead. That's close by and somewhat interesting. What is this? Hey, Chishko, how's it going? Video doesn't do well. Room for improvement. Be kind. I don't know. Something's got to give, you know? Windmaker's art style was rough for me. You're not the only one that feels that. I think a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people. It turned a lot of people off. Thanks for being chill or like whatever, chat. I don't hate the game, but I don't like it either. So interesting. I sort of wonder, and again, this was a game that I was really nervous to stream. I love the game. I think the play style is phenomenal. How the hell do I melt this? I think the art style, whatever, is phenomenal. I mean, that's doing nothing to it, is it? Barely. But it is sort of one of those games where what I love about it is the kind of mindless, silly shit like this. And you sort of wonder how much can I put chat through? Did that do anything? I'm actually not convinced that that did anything. Do I have anything else fire related? This? I think I might have made a mistake here, guys. Oh, no, this seems to work. Okay, we're getting there. Miami, yo, I haven't played Legend of Zelda games since The Legend of Zelda. Really? Wind Waker was one of my favorites, and that's the thing. It's like super divisive. Dominguez, Jav Dominguez, yo, I won't watch your Tears of Us Legend of Zelda streams until I get my copy of the game. In the meantime, I'm rewatching your Elden Ring videos. I massively appreciate that. Jav Dominguez, thank you so much for popping in chat. I haven't had a Nintendo system since N64, so I have no opinions on Zelda beyond Ocarina, which I loved as a kid. The new games seem fantastic in content and scale, though. And again, I know it's so super divisive. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's brilliantly done. I have spent hours upon hours in the game, and to me, it really does feel like everything that I love about Elden Ring without the stress. Make a thing where we can spend points to make Java say something positive to herself. Oh god. Maybe one of these days. I'll say this much about myself. Okay, I'll say something positive. I do think I'm very resilient. For whatever it's worth. To be clear, I'm sure the newer games are objectively better. I imagine this is how people felt about Majora's Mask on release. I've just grown out of the target audience, I imagine. I mean, it could be not even necessarily that, like... Nothing inside? That's... Oh. What is it? Okay. I think it's also one of those things where it's not maybe not that you've grown out of the audience, or maybe, I don't know, I'm theorizing. I could believe where it's potentially not that you've grown out of the audience, but maybe just the gameplay style isn't exciting to you anymore. Well, no, to be fair, also, I mean, the gameplay styles have changed so much, right? It's a very... Oh, because I used the bomb. It's a very different kind of game, so maybe it just doesn't interest... Ooh. Doesn't interest you. What's all this? But I love this kind of art style and look. I'm a big fan of open world games. Damn it! This is so annoying. This is what I get. Oh shit. What's here? Bats? Keys, rather? Bullshit. I hope I... Okay, no. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Don't die. Please don't die. Where is it? Is it? It's in the room with me. Okay. I don't know if I finished my thought fully, but there was a thought to be had there. Hang on. Ike's eyeballs are imbued with freezing power and useful to make elixirs. Attach one to an arrow to grant a homing quality to the arrow. So someone did say that you could do that with monster eyeballs. Make a Java stop. Come on, yeah, when she's hard on herself. Java, shut the fuck up. I like how Link is the Wind Waker has personality, and his face was very expressive. I was saying this earlier in stream, but I was watching a like YouTube documentary type thing where they talked about the voice actors for each of the Zelda games, and they for fuck's sake, dude. They show you that. I'm not mad, you're mad. Depends where it's going to spawn me. I feel like the Zelda games are made exclusively for people who already love Zelda, not so much for people or new players. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. I think... Oh, I didn't know that, Mr. Raccoon. Let's at least like mark this with a bat symbol. I could definitely see that. I first of all, someone in stream the other day came in and they'd asked if they needed to have played Breath of the Wild to be able to play this. And I'd said no. Oh no, excuse me. I'd said no, but technically yes. That is not what I meant to do. No, but technically yes, in the sense that whilst I think you could understand and play the game. Oh no! Wait, what's the point of that? I'm not actually sure what the point of it is. You kind of miss out on all like the references and whatnot. I think you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you were to not have played Breath of the Wild. But it's also not critically necessary. I don't think I want that covered up. Do I? Well, let's go in here first. Do not come for me. Okay. My opinion is if it makes me happy and furthers the channel and obviously have asset, I'll still pop open stream. I massively appreciate that, and it does make me very happy, and I am incredibly appreciative, and it is very, very helpful. Very, 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 very helpful. Gosh, with how busy this category is, I mean, how many people are viewing right now? It's got to be, I don't know, I would say at least 75k people. Interesting. Well, I'm glad we've stumbled on this. It doesn't seem like that good of a prize. But let's hope that I'm wrong. Oh god, it's cold. It's cold. No, why is... Oh, it's a hot spring. It's a hot spring. I thought it was depleting my health. I'm sorry. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Elden Ring are all open world games done right. I 100% agree. I think, I would say Red Dead falls in there as well. Var Meadow Divine Helm. Very weird looking. A helm worn by a warrior who protected the Rito in a time beyond memory. It is said to deepen the bond with the Rito when worn by a Hylian. Hylian. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't like this. Because it covers Link's face and it looks doofy. But it is good cold resistance. And now I really want to find the rest of the armor. I am determined to find the rest of the armor. I have to find the rest of the armor. 134k. Not even remotely surprising. So anyway, which is a long way to... You all being here and hanging out in chat helps tremendously with views. What do I want to do? Oh! Feels so bad. And it just tumbled about. How pathetic. Awful, awful, awful. I feel terrible about that. Someone said, oh, so I haven't played this for a while now. Thoughts on this versus Breath of the Wild? That's not what I meant to do. Thoughts on this versus Breath of the Wild? I feel like this is closer to a Zelda game. I might have to say this. I might have to say this because I kind of get the feeling that Zelda, Breath of the Wild, excuse me, was a bit of like proof of concept for them. How do I get, is this the way out? No, where was the, oh, I fell down, didn't I? Oh! Interesting, there's a tick mark. Ay, 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 ay. Now here's the problem. Oh, maybe I just die. Maybe just die, just die. This is so sad. I don't have a thing near me. So I needed to die so I can get back to the beginning. Yeah, Breath of the Wild feels like a proof of concept. This feels like it's really developed on top of it. And once you play the game enough and you get an understanding for the mechanic, it's a lot to wrap your head around. I think it makes it all... I think this is going to be a more whole world. No! Bullshit! That sucks. There's no way up. That makes me so mad. We're just gonna have to travel here. That blows. I need to find the rest of this armor. I have to. I've been lurking, trying to get my channel points back up. I appreciate that. I'm sorry you lost them in the first place. I'm here because you're funny, Ms. Chip. The shirtless boy is just an extra. I absolutely don't blame you. Oh, he's gorgeous. It's a shame that I can't get this to catapult me up. Oh, I can actually. Beam me up, Scotty. Do they have it so that you can glide here? Am I gonna get in trouble? I don't think so. Potentially. But I kind of feel like this is what the main story is. I kind of regret doing this. What is this? Balloon? But it worked! It gave its last breath doing what I needed it to do. This is so sad. If you're watching on YouTube, people, hey, please drop a like. 1 like equals 1 prayer for poor Link. Let's get this. Icho Shrine in the Hebra mountain sky. This is not what I was meaning to do. But then the idea just crawled in my brain. Like an earworm. Pootsy's watching this content creator who's known for absolutely like uncontrollably raging. And so all I hear upstairs is this grown-ass man raging out of his ever-living mind. And it's funny. More than defense, okay. It's just funny to hear, like, disembodied with no context. Just pure rage. Let's do this. More than defense. Oh, it made my chew jelly red. Alright, well. Unfortunate. Did it give me something fire related? No. Oh, interesting. What was I meant to have achieved? It's not... It's not respawned.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is very unlike the game to do this. I fucked up. And it's not, will it come back up? Oh. Well, there you go. It's unlike the game to do this because it wouldn't do that. Because you would just be able to do this. Oopsies. And now I've wasted my 2 chews. Thank you for the hydrate, wee guys. I will very shortly. Good stuff. Okay. I feel like this is really taking brain power. Choo-choos! Yes. Oh, well there you go. Finally, another chest gotten. I don't know if I actually hydrated. See, this is why I don't fuss with the treasure, because it's normally, yes, I need arrows. Do I think I should have received arrows from a treasure chest like that? No. Of course not. Stone slab shield. Drop this immediately. And then this. Well, do I need that? Can't I just do like this? And then just safely walk across? Yes. Very, very good. Multiple ways to skin the cat. You love it. Bow. Whoa. Is it not? How is this not working? So I'm not shooting it in the eye. There we go. Oopsies. Mods, time to drown. I'm glad the mods are finally hydrating. It's about time. Okay, rockets. Rocket. Beam me up, Scotty. What can I combine the rocket with? Like this? Oh, no. Surely the shield. Take. How am I so bad? Drop that. Oh, not that good. Okay, fuse that to the shield. Okay. Go. Oh! Whoa, that was so well done. And relatively easy to figure out. Good stuff. I like that. I was just pissing about selling players, not playing. Oh, something about FIFA. Why do I keep on doing this? I keep on reading half of CM's message and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay. Shrine acquired. Fantastic. And we can get another doodad. Great. Probably more health still. Normally I'd be like more stamina, but I think we're losing health faster than we're losing stamina, frankly. I don't think there's very often that we run out of stamina to do something. I'll think about it though.